This collection represents 35 years of my life. Oh, careful. Our journey begins with this mug.
Dave, lift the microphone.
Whoa!
With Net Hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
They say popular rapper. They didn't say famous. So popular give him more chance to be authentic. But we gonna see. Guess it look like his wife took him out. That's crazy. Gotta be careful who you lay down with, who you stay down with. Might not get up and say you lay down with dogs, you come up with fleas. But with no further ado, let's see what this popular rapper and his wife have been up to.
What's that for me? Once again, it's your own Slim the Dome. Thank y'all for dipping through to see how I rock and how I rule, you heard me? Go on the beach, stand up, you know I got you. 3, 2, 2 feet.
Bitch, I still reign supreme, head honcho. I hear guitars in my head. I get my best sleep when envisioning dead rivals. Like, shut the fuck up. Hating bitches hope you die slow. 504, president like Barack Obama. He run the state, I run power lines. Get a couple shots in your ass.
In the late hours of August 16th, 2017, the music world was shaken when a popular rapper vanished without a trace, leaving friends, fans, and family in a state of confusion and fear. It wasn't until 2 days later, on August 18th, that a chilling discovery was made. Part of Stephen's dismembered body was found scattered across multiple dumpsters in Baytown.
Damn, that usually don't happen like rapper-type violence. Sheesh.
But what made this case even more unsettling was the woman who had last seen him, his wife. She claimed to know nothing of his whereabouts, desperately pleading for answers. As the investigation unfolded, police would uncover a horrifying truth. The woman who should have protected him was the very one responsible for his brutal death. Not only had she shot him in cold blood, but she had also butchered his body with a machete. This is the chilling story of betrayal, heartbreak, and a man who believed he had found love, only to learn too late the horrifying cost of misplaced trust. This tragedy brings to mind another heartbreaking story we've covered about a famous rapper who was ambushed and killed over a $50,000 debt. If you missed it, that story is linked at the end. It's eerily familiar. Now let's look at the life and death of Stephen Coleman. 32-year-old Stephen Coleman was born on April 5, 1991, in Baytown, Texas. From a young age, it was clear that music was his passion. Known in the local rap scene as Slim da Don, Stephen spent his early adult years honing his craft, writing lyrics, producing beats, and striving to break into the competitive world of hip-hop. Although he wasn't a household name, he had carved out a niche for himself within Baytown's music landscape. However, his path to recognition was far from a straightforward climb. Stephen's journey to becoming a respected name in the local rap scene wasn't an easy one. His music reflected the struggles and aspirations of his community, resonating deeply with people who could relate to his experiences. Through his YouTube channel, he showcased his journey as an artist, gradually building a fan base and establishing himself as a rapper with genuine potential. His steady rise in popularity was marked by the release of mixtapes, collaborations with other local artists, and a growing social media presence. But despite this,
Did he have a high-profile feature? We be looking for a high-profile feature. Well, they said popular, not famous, so he get a pass.
his foundation remained rooted in the people closest to him. Beyond the music, Stephen was known for being deeply connected with his family. His mother, Corla Coleman, was one of his biggest supporters. From listening to his new tracks to giving advice on how to improve his sound, she was always there for him. Stephen's mother was not just a supportive parent, but also his confidant, guiding him through both his personal and professional struggles. His brother, too, was a constant presence in his life, offering both practical and emotional support. Then, he would meet a woman whose influence would lead him down a much darker path.
I'm more of a block star. Got balls, so much Laura says. Ecstasy, aka lockjaw. And what I don't got, I ride for. I don't need no nigga to vouch for it as long as I know it real. Cartel, old silence is the code of honor. That's why I'm hollering, I don't know Yana. Convict me. Fuck.
Stephen was in a relationship with 30-year-old Sierra Sutton. Originally from Louisiana, Sierra moved to Baytown, Texas, several years before meeting Stephen. Stephen, Sierra, and her 10-year-old daughter in an apartment in Baytown. The couple had been together for a while, and it seemed that their shared living arrangement was practical, particularly because of the proximity to the local studios where Stephen recorded. The apartment was unremarkable to most, but was home to Stephen and the woman he was in a relationship with. But behind the walls of that seemingly normal apartment, Sierra's past that would shape the tragic events to come. Sierra Sutton was known for her complex and somewhat turbulent history. While her early life wasn't marked by significant public attention, she had a troubled past that included a series of short-lived relationships and domestic disputes. But it was her relationship with Stephen that brought these unresolved issues.
That's a cute little look at her, but you an evil, cute, Delilah, demonic piece of...
to light. Her friends and family described her as someone who struggled with jealousy and insecurities, particularly in romantic relationships. Sierra's pattern of possessiveness and emotional volatility had surfaced in her previous relationships, though those close to her often chalked it up to stress or past trauma. However, with Stephen, these issues seemed to escalate. Witnesses close to the couple reported that Sierra often struggled with trust and insecurities, especially as Stephen's musical career began to take off and attract more attention. This made her feel vulnerable and threatened by the attention Stephen received from women, both personally and professionally. Some of Stephen's friends mentioned that he had made remarks about Sierra's controlling behavior. At one point, Stephen confided in a close friend that he was worried Sierra would take drastic actions if he ever tried to leave her. These statements seemed like an odd premonition at the time, but in hindsight, they were tragically prophetic. There were also rumors within their social circle that Sierra had a history of emotional abuse toward past boyfriends. But those stories were often buried in the context of he said, she said drama. Despite these whispers, Stephen remained with her, possibly out of a sense of obligation or because he truly believed he could help her with her emotional struggles. As Stephen's fame began to grow, so did the strain in their relationship. He had started to gain recognition for his music, and with that, his life became more public. This only intensified Sierra's insecurities. The constant pressure to maintain their relationship while Stephen's career blossomed likely played a major role in the argument that would tragically escalate into violence. On August 16, 2017, that night, an argument between Stephen and Sierra escalated. While the exact cause of the argument is not entirely clear, sources indicate that it was a culmination of several issues in their relationship, including jealousy, finances, and infidelity. It was during this argument that Stephen made a chilling statement to a close friend, telling them, "If anything happens to me, look at Sierra first." But on that night, nothing could have prepared anyone for what happened next. Friends had noticed the growing tension between them, and Stephen had shared his concerns about the relationship becoming unhealthy. Sierra was reportedly suspicious of Stephen's interactions with female fans, and it seems that this jealousy came to a head that evening. However,
irregular amount of regular relationships, it's hard for industry individuals because the whole nature of you is to be popular, market yourself primarily to the opposite sex, and that just always causes friction unless you have a very, very secure partner.
what began as a heated argument soon turned deadly. Sierra would take a drastic and deadly step. As Stevens slept that night, Sierra, in a violent fit of rage, took a .357 Magnum revolver and shot him point blank in the head. This tragic act took place inside their shared apartment, while Sutton's 10-year-old daughter was in the living room, just steps away from the murder. Stephen, in his sleep, never had the chance to defend himself. The police later confirmed that the gunshot wound caused immediate death. His body was left lifeless in the apartment. But the violence didn't stop there. In an effort to cover up her crime, Sierra dismembered Stephen's body. Using a machete, she chopped up his remains, making it more difficult for authorities to track the crime. She then disposed of Stephen's body parts in various dumpsters around Baytown. But despite her attempts to hide the evidence, something crucial would eventually be uncovered. The most significant discovery came on August 22nd, when a torso believed to be Stephen's was found in a dumpster behind a shopping center.
A woman accused of shooting her sleeping boyfriend, then hacking up his body with a machete.
We first broke this story back in August when...
You know what kind of purpose it takes to cut up a body with a machete? You got to be determined, diabolical, delusionally delirious. Sheesh.
Part of the body was found in a landfill. Now tonight, we're learning new details on how police were able to crack that case. Also, the victim's friend is speaking for the first time, sharing how the accused killer joined the search for him, even crying with his mother.
Well, let's get right to Eyewitness News reporter for this one, Nick Notario, with this story, all new at 10. Nick?
Friends say the innocent girlfriend act went away after the torso was discovered when she left town. This is where it happened, this Baytown apartment complex. It was right inside there where Stephen Coleman was killed, shot in the head, and body so heavy that he was chopped into pieces and thrown in the dumpster.
Sierra didn't immediately confess to the murder. Instead, she attempted to fabricate an alibi. On August 18th, just 2 days after the murder, she contacted Stephen's mother, claiming she hadn't been able to reach him. She showed text messages that appeared to have been sent from Stephen's phone, but later investigations revealed that these messages had been sent from Stephen's phone to Sierra herself after his death. This deception was one of the first signs that something wasn't right. The most chilling part of Sierra's actions was her decision to file a missing person report with Baytown police. Still, Sierra's act of pretending to be concerned about Stephen's well-being seemed convincing to those around her. She appeared genuinely distressed and even went so far as to file a missing person report with the Baytown Police Department on the same day. The authorities were led to believe that Stephen was truly missing.
Snaky, sneaky, crafty. Oh, my mama gotta be careful. Looks so regular.
Unaware that the woman they were interviewing was the one responsible for his disappearance. While the investigation was underway, Sierra's behavior seemed remarkably calm. She was even allowed to stay at Stephen's family home, where she continued to mourn his loss with them.
At the family sleeping with the enemy, didn't even know. She lucky. There was somebody in that inside didn't find out before the folks found out, because she could have suffered a more immediate fate. Oh, my mama.
Unaware that her every move was being watched, Sierra went so far as to ask for help in finding Stephen, even as she had already disposed of his body in a brutal and calculated manner. She had convinced herself, and, to some extent, his family, that she was the innocent party in this tragedy. As investigators began to look into Stephen's disappearance, they grew increasingly suspicious of Sierra's behavior. Despite her apparent concern, Sierra's actions seemed to be calculated rather than genuine. In the days following her report, the police collected evidence, including the troubling text messages, and started to piece together the timeline of events. Meanwhile, investigators began to grow suspicious. They began retracing Stephen's last known movements, interviewing friends, and going through his phone records. As they dug deeper, a breakthrough came. Investigators reviewed the surveillance footage from the building's security cameras. It revealed that not only had Sierra been the last person seen with Stephen, but it also showed her alone in the apartment the night of the murder. There was no indication of an intruder or another individual in the apartment. The video revealed her moving around the apartment in the early morning hours, likely after she had shot and killed Stephen in his sleep. As investigators pieced together the timeline, they realized that Sierra had, in fact, been in the apartment the entire time after the murder. The footage revealed her cleaning up the crime scene, scrubbing surfaces with bleach, and trying to hide any traces of the gruesome act she had committed. She even flipped the mattress to cover the bloodstains that had soaked through, trying to hide the evidence of what she had done. This evidence was crucial, but what would finally tie the case together was a discovery. Detectives found Stephen's remains.
Learning frightening new details about the disappearance and murder of a Baytown man last seen in August. According to court documents, Sierra Alexis Sutton fatally shot her boyfriend Stephen Coleman in the head as he slept after an argument. She allegedly cut his body up with a machete because he was too heavy to carry before dumping his remains in various dumpsters. Investigators say a woman matching Sutton's appearance was caught on surveillance camera using Coleman's credit cards after he disappeared. She allegedly bought duct tape and a mattress pad that may have been used in the disposal of his remains. Investigators are working to determine if a male torso found in a Chambers County landfill that receives trash from dumpsters in Baytown is that of Coleman.
Sierra had taken no steps to hide the body properly. Instead, she had disposed of parts of Stephen's body in a manner that seemed reckless and poorly planned. Some of the remains were found in dumpsters and trash bins scattered around Baytown, while other parts of his body were located in the Chambers County landfill. At this point, investigators had gathered enough physical evidence to arrest and charge Sierra Sutton with first-degree murder and dismemberment. The case, which had started as a missing person investigation, was now a horrific tale of domestic violence gone terribly wrong. After Sierra Sutton's arrest, investigators pieced together the gruesome chain of events that led to Stephen Coleman's tragic death. Baytown police detectives, working tirelessly to uncover the truth, focused their investigation on the inconsistencies in Sierra's statements. When forensic experts analyzed the crime scene, they found traces of blood in places where Sutton had claimed to have never been. A forensic investigation of her phone revealed the chilling evidence. Sierra had searched for information on how to clean bloodstains. The extent of her deceit was becoming increasingly clear. As police delved deeper into the case, they discovered the murder weapon, the .357 Magnum revolver, which was found during a search of Sierra's apartment. Ballistics analysis confirmed it was the same weapon that had taken Stephen's life. Further evidence was recovered that pointed to Sierra's attempt to hide the crime by dismembering Stephen's body. After killing him in his sleep, she used a machete to dismember his remains, disposing of them in multiple dumpsters across Baytown. His torso was eventually found at a landfill. The case grew even more disturbing. It became clear that Sierra's actions were premeditated. She had been aware of Stephen's growing dissatisfaction with their relationship, as he had often mentioned he wanted to leave her. In fact, months before his death, Stephen had confided in a friend, warning, "If anything ever happens to me, look at Sierra first."
So it's a simple case of if I can't have you, nobody can. People got to learn to let go.
His chilling words would come to haunt everyone who knew him. On August 22, 2022, Sierra Sutton was arrested in Jefferson Parish, Louisiana, where she had fled after committing the murder. Authorities had tracked her down after receiving credible tips that she had been in the area. Sierra was taken into custody without incident, her calm demeanor in stark contrast to the brutal crime she had committed. Her arrest was met with shock, particularly by those who had known her and Stephen, as they struggled to reconcile the Sierra they had seen with the monster revealed by the investigation. She was charged with first-degree murder and tampering with evidence.
It just f me up. I don't know how you get it in your head to even try to chop up a denuded body. You got to cut through the skin, ligaments, bones. And that take a extremely large amount of effort on my mama. She diabolical.
The bail set at $1 million. Sierra's initial court appearance was charged with the grim reality of her crime.
You know how disgusting it has to be to see all them insides? You ain't no doctor, no nurse, you not no butcher. I don't see how you can even stomach that.
taking the life of a man she had once loved. In February 2019, Sierra Coleman was convicted and she received a 45-year prison sentence for the crime. Prosecutors revealed that she would need to serve at least 22.5 years before becoming eligible for parole.
That don't sound like enough. I don't know how they be making these calculations. They be giving them rest in peace, God bless the homie, but they gave Nipsey Killer 60 years in comparison to all this diabolical thing she did. I just don't get the system, man.
Stephen's family was left in shock and disbelief. His mother, Corla Coleman, described her son as a hard-working, caring young man.
She's like she could have been all girl mama too.
Someone who had the potential to achieve great things in the music industry. She and his brother, who had always supported him in his musical endeavors, could not fathom how someone so full of life and ambition could be taken so violently. Stephen's family immediately began to organize memorial services for him, as they mourned not only his loss but also the painful circumstances surrounding it. Friends from his music community, who had been touched by his work ethic and dedication to his craft, rallied behind his family, ensuring that Stephen's legacy would not be forgotten. A memorial was held in Baytown, where his community came together to celebrate his life and to raise awareness about domestic violence, something that had silently taken Stephen's life. Community members were devastated that someone they had seen as a loving partner and mother could commit such a heinous act. People who lived near the couple and witnessed their daily lives were especially shaken. Many had never seen any signs of the violent tendencies that would later be revealed. For neighbors, the discovery of Stephen's body and the realization of Sierra's actions felt like a betrayal. In the months leading up to his death, he had been working on a professionally produced EP titled Finally Rising. The name of the project held symbolic weight, as it reflected Stephen's aspirations to break out of the local Baytown scene and make a name for himself in the wider rap industry. The EP was to be a reflection of his journey, a celebration of the struggles he had faced and the growth he had experienced as an artist. Tragically, the project would never see the light of day, and the irony of its name, Finally Rising, became a heartbreaking footnote in Stephen's story.
And never actually rose. That is ironic.
Stephen Coleman was laid to rest in a private ceremony attended by close family and friends. The funeral was a somber occasion, filled with grief and anger. It was difficult for many to reconcile the man they knew, Nan, aspiring musician and dedicated family member, with the tragic end he had met. His mother, Corla, took the lead in ensuring that Stephen's name would live on, organizing events that not only celebrated his life but also highlighted the importance of addressing toxic relationships and domestic violence. Stephen Coleman's story serves as a tragic reminder of the importance of recognizing the signs of abuse and intervening before it's too late. For many, it's difficult to understand how someone who seemed so loving could suddenly turn violent. Domestic violence often operates in cycles where manipulation and control are hidden beneath the surface, and the victims struggle to break free. It's also essential that we, as a society, address the stigma surrounding domestic violence. We must create an environment where victims feel safe coming forward and where abusers can no longer hide in the shadows. By educating ourselves and others, we can begin to prevent more senseless deaths like Stephen's. Stephen's life was tragically cut short by the very person he trusted most. His dreams of making it big in the music industry and building a future were shattered by a brutal act of violence. As we reflect on his story, we must ask ourselves, how many more lives must be lost before we recognize the signs of an abusive relationship? What do you think about it? Let us know what you think in the comments below.
Leave Henry, come and be with our baby.
You got your damn mind. You knew the rules when you got into this.
There's no need.
Good and goddamn well I ain't gonna leave my family.
Leave your family. You are damn fool, you know that. You be on bullshit, fuck what you want. This what you could get. You get that good shit. You get your oil lit. You get them Nikes. You get that new shit. Niggas be talking. I really do shit. I have you tripping. I make you lose it. I just be coolin', making my music. I'm with bitches. We watching movies. I tooted and booted. I do it. I do it. You be on bullshit. Now you mad. Cause I can't call you. My phone on the charger. You think we the Carters? Bitch, I'm a baller. Bitch, I'm a player. Bitch, I'm a man. Just bought a new lat. DeVille. They be tryna fuck. I be tryna chill ill. Think that it's real, but it's not. I just at the time on my watch. I gotta go, I gotta leave. I don't know, maybe we'll see. There you go, tripping again. I know, I'm what you need. Oh my God, I heard this before. You stressing me out. I need to smoke, I need to drink. I just don't know. I might have to pull me a phone. I'ma just head to the door. You could get your shit and go away. I just had to let you know that you be on bullshit. Fuck what you want. This what you could get. This what you could get. Fuck what you want. This what you could get. This what you could get. You get them Nikes. You get that new shit. You get that new shit. You get them Nikes. You get that new shit. You get that new shit. Fuck what you want. This what you could get. This what you could get. Fuck what you want. This what you could get. This what you could get. I'm not gonna tell you this no more. I really fuck with you, I do. But you be causing a lot of problems, and you be tripping out the blue. Always mad at me, tell me what I did. What the fuck I ever do? I just be loving on you. Spend all my money on you. Out here thugging for you. Out here hustling for you. Tell me what the fuck I did, what I ever do, what I do to you. Tell me what the fuck I did, what I ever do, what I do to you. Tell me what the fuck I did, what I ever do, what I do to you. I gotta go, I gotta leave. I don't know, maybe we'll see. There you go, tripping again. I know, I'm what you need. Oh my God, I heard this before. You stressing me out. I need to smoke, I need to drink. I just don't know. I might have to pull me a phone. I'ma just head to the door. You could get your shit and go away. I just had to let you know that you be on bullshit. Fuck what you want. This what you could get. This what you could get. Fuck what you want. This what you could get. This what you could get. You get them Nikes. You get that new shit. You get that new shit. You get them Nikes. You get that new shit. You get that new shit. Fuck what you want. This what you could get. This what you could get. Fuck what you want. This what you could get. This what you could get. Not gonna tell you this no more. Really fuck with you, I do. But you be causing a lot of problems. You be tripping out the blue. Always mad at me, tell me what I did. What the fuck I ever do. I just be loving on you. Spend all my money on you.
Man, you got to watch what you say when you say it. Because this is what I'm saying. Because you don't know who speaks Spanish. Yo soy cubano, ¿me entiendes? Pero yo soy cubano. Y cuando habla la gente negra, estoy hablando de mí también. Okay, but I'm just saying, you need to watch what you say. Okay, I'm just letting you know though. When you talk about people, especially black people, man, watch what you're saying. I ain't recording you. I'm recording myself. I'm recording you now. I'm recording you now. So, you know what, that's what I'm saying. They be talking Spanish thinking people don't understand their ass. Yo soy cubano. Cuando hablan la mierda de negro, estoy hablando de mí también. So when you talk about black folks in Spanish, a bunch of them understand what you're saying. No, y'all talking that nigga shit Spanish. Yo soy cubano, yo entiendo. Cuando habla esa mierda de negro, estoy hablando de mí también.
Yeah, neighborhood Nip Hustle. Giving a shout out right now to SPR in the streets, my spot alone, y'all already know what it is. Schwarzenegger. It's neighborhood Nip Hustle. Big shout out to SPR, spotter low. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.